Right now in the tech sector, layoffs are on everybody's mind. And if you're in middle management and just stepped up, you might have had to lay off someone or been laid off yourself. As you move into middle management, there's a new challenge that comes up, and that's about balancing loyalties. So you've likely heard the phrase about how HR is not your friend. And my apologies, if you're an HR professional or in the people ops teams, it's not just about HR. Generally, at larger companies, almost every process that is in place is about how do we keep managers and leaders following a certain script so that they protect and enhance the company. That's the purpose of those processes. It's not about the individual. And sometimes both sides get aligned, and what's good for the company manages to also be good for your team members. Now, some examples of things that could help would be buying new software. Sometimes it's called procurement. You might have processes on how you bring a new piece into your team and make sure it gets evaluated. You might want to hire a contractor to do something. There might be a specific way that your company goes about finding the right type of contract. But when it comes to letting somebody go, this is the case where the process is not on your side. There's amazing people that are working in these groups, and they advocate for people all the time. They try to do what's best for employees. But ultimately, at the end of their day, that role is about the people as a whole, the whole company. It's not about an individual. Now, this can be a tough situation where emotions and people's careers are getting involved. And that puts pressure on those leaders who have to sit between the employees that are affected and those corporate processes. Now, if you've got a good people team, they're going to try to help out with things like FAQs, scripts, guides, how you can go about going through the situation. Sometimes you'll get told, please don't deviate from the script, because they've chosen very specific words that can control the situation, reveal minimum information, try to avoid escalation of any emotions in the room. It can also help to avoid legal issues in certain areas. But if you're a people leader like me, it kind of goes against all your instinct to just sit there and robotically read somebody else's script. And this is where the challenge comes. Who do I listen to? As an employee, you have a responsibility to your employer, you have a contract, but you also, as a leader, have a responsibility to those that are in your charge, your teammate. So the tricky part here is, how do you balance both? My suggestion, if you have the opportunity, is to push back and do what's right for your employee. So you want to show respect for your organization, but careers are long. Your reputation and also the people around you, that is always going to last longer than following some process. And it's always more important to focus on those people.